we've gone through some changes lately in this family that have been basically horrendous. Beginning with the death of my son Bobby. And afterward, one thing after another seems to have beset us. That seems to be out of control. So many things have occurred that it's hard to keep up with it all. Last night, I was on the email with my son, Wilbur, out on the West Coast. We've been at odds lately. And I'm not even going to go into the details because the details are not important. What I am going to go into is laying beside my computer, and this won't go over well with a lot of the YouTube community, but there's a Bible. And quite frequently I'll even pick it up and look at it. I picked it up last night and I looked at it, and then overnight I read a little and I slept. And in my sleep a dream came. And the dream made everything clear. In my dream I saw the book of Job. And the book of Job came to me very clearly. Those of you who don't know the Bible, the book of Job is probably the oldest book in the Bible. And it's a story of a good man who made good money, had a house, and he tried to do right by everybody. He built a house for his children. He built hedges around his vineyards. He did it all. The book of Job opens up with the devil running up and down. And the Lord saying, you know, behold my Job, my friend. He's doing good. He praises me every day. He's a good man. And the devil said, well, yeah, he's a good man. Of course he is. You built a fence around him. Nobody can touch him. Everything he touches turns to gold. Why shouldn't he praise you? You take away one thing, he'll cuss you to your face. So God said, well, I'll tell you what. We'll make a little pact here, make a little deal. You go ahead and you afflict him, take some things away from him, but you can't touch him or hurt him. And let's see what he does. So right away, Job lost his family. They were killed. Lost his goods, lost his house. He began to break out in boils. All kinds of things came upon Job. He sought counsel with his friends. They gave him one psychological reason after another, one theological reason after another, and none of it seemed to pile up and make any sense at all. It was just a lot of opinions. Talked to his wife, same thing. She told him, you're just a miserable old man. You caused all this. Look, why don't you just kill yourself? You know, you're just despicable. So he finally ended up just looking up at God and saying, hey, why don't you just make short work of this and just get rid of me? Make it easy on all of us. And God's answer was, no, that wasn't in the plan. Where were you when I created the earth? Where were you when I did all what I did? You know, these things happened because I said so. And Job eventually praised God. He thanked him for the afflictions, because the afflictions themselves proved that there was a God and that he was trying to prove a point, and that we're all basically putty in the potter's hands. In the end, Job is abundantly blessed, and he gets 3 times and 7 times and all those biblical terms that he's blessed over and over and over again. My journey into night began the morning that Bobby died. And it wasn't just one event. It was a series of catastrophic events. Before that, my wife had a diabetic fallout. Then Bobby died. Then the troops were pulled out of Fort Hood and sent to Afghanistan and sent to Iraq in the surge. Then our staff had to quit, and they had to go home and take care of their babies and stuff, and so we didn't have proper staff to keep up with our business, and it began to fail. And then all the bills got behind. Then my family began to confer with each other, and they began to say, look, you're just miserable. You created all this. Look at all you've done. Look what you've done. You've hurt everyone. You've harmed everyone. You just need to go somewhere and just lay down and die, because your little reign is over. It's over. And the last thing was last night. I realized that I've lost my family. I've lost my business. I've lost Bobby. I almost lost my wife. But God is still God. I wouldn't be going through these things if He wasn't putting me through them. So I give praise to God. And I thank Him for these afflictions, because if He didn't care about me, He wouldn't have done these things. He gives us as we need. He takes care of us.